morning, folks. Well, we're changing the menu. These guys must be tired of the... we're not done yet on the generator. We're almost done. But we're changing the menu this morning. We're going to go to story time with Gator. And the story this morning or this afternoon or whatever the case may be is called The Car That I Wish I Still Had. Car that I owned, okay, and I wish I still had. What is it? It's a 1959 Austin Healey. It was Mark something, I forget there, but that's not important. You know the style. It's kind of roundish at the back, and then it's got a long hood, and the opening for the motor is not that wide on the hood, and it's got kind of roundish looking grill. Anyways, I wish I still had that car. I do well, I don't know what they ground up restoration. Like you take it all apart, you do the frame, and you do everything, eh? But it's gone. Well, let me tell you. Well, first off, okay, how did I come about to find this car, eh? My brother was working for I was going to say an outfit. We're going to be polite. We're going to call it a company. And they had plumbing and tinsmiths working for them. And the company with at least 50 employees. And my brother, which is a tinsmith, worked alongside or on the same job as a plumber. We'll call him, well, this is his real name, I remember. His name was Bob. And he lived in Masham, Quebec. Well, this guy, he owned this car, eh? So my brother, and I don't know how it come about, but my brother found out that it was for sale. And he wanted a few $100s for it. So he did the arrangements, eh? And then me and him, we leave from the town where I was, and we're going to Masham with the father-in-law. He had I believe, okay, I believe it's a 58 or 59, maybe 57 Chev panel truck. I had a Camaro then, but my Camaro 67 Camaro then, but my Camaro didn't have no trailer hitch, eh? So I had built a tow bar because I had a dune buggy, and he used to pull this dune buggy with this panel truck. The panel truck was like his father-in-law's second vehicle. He used it on the weekends to go to the camp with, and that's it. He had a car for a weekly traveler, eh? And anyways, we end up going to Masham. So we get there, and this car, there's a baseball field, eh? And maybe 200-300 feet to one side. The car is sitting right in the middle of the field, about 3 feet of snow, eh? And it's 100 feet away from the road. So we ended up going to a farmer close by, and we hired him. It cost all of about $50. I had to pay him just to clean a route to get to the car, and then pull the car to the road. Once the car got to the road, well, the tow bar that I had was it had the chain affair, eh, that would clamp on to the part of what went across. And anyways, it ended up, it fitted all right, and everything was tidy. And I had some, they weren't magnetic lights, but I had some kind of light system that I drape across. And anyways, okay, we pull it back home with the tow bar, and we didn't lose too much time on the road. It went well. This car had a rag top. It had a tonneau cover, they call that, but it was a rag top, on top, and that was all right. But I pulled it home, parked it, but I didn't have, like, where I parked my car. Well, right next there was a garage, and the garage was full of everything, like the garages are. And you can't even park a vehicle in the garage. Well, this was the type. So I parked my Camaro, and right tight to the garage, that's where I put the Austin Healey. And this machine had a 6-cylinder in it. It pulled good. I never drove it on the road, but just in the driveway there, when I tried it, and it ran smooth. But anyways, I had that, and it was right under the roof eaves, So the when it rained on the rag top, but this rag top wasn't perfect. Well, as a matter of fact, it was far from perfect. It used to rain inside the car a little bit, and I never really paid never mind to that. Okay, the years. It would have been 1973, maybe 74, 72, 3, 4. Okay, we'll give you 3 years where it could have been. And so the car was parked under the roof, the water dripping on it for 4 years. And I don't know, I didn't go to it too often. I seen it, but I was driving the Camaro away. And one time I go to open the door on the driver's side, and the door was hard to open, and when I went to close it, it didn't close anymore, Woo, 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 woo. Now I got scared, I could see it in my head. The frame being rusted underneath. There was a frame on those cars, and now I I had to redo the frame. Whoa, that was big job, I had paid $200 to this Bob guy for that car. With the snow job, the snow blowing job cost $250. And so I couldn't see myself rebuilding the frame, So I said, boy, I'm putting this for sale. So I put a price of $500 on it, And I put it in the newspaper. That's we didn't have this marketplace and all this stuff like they have now, So I put it in the newspaper, and the same night that I put it in, I get a call. It's a girl. She's gonna come over right away. Within an hour, she was at my place. She come from Quebec, where the car came from, and I wanted $500. She said, when can I come and get it? Well, I says, you gotta pay the $500 or it's still for sale, and whoever comes with the money. So she gave me $300, and she said the next $200 I'm gonna get when they come with the towing. Well, this was, she came on a Friday night, and she come back during the day on the Saturday with a towing to get the car. And so I just asked her, she was maybe 20 some years old, 22 maybe at the most. And I asked her, I says, what are you going to do with the car? She says, my boyfriend's going to fix it all up for me. I says, is that right? Eh? I figured that she's lucky. I don't know. Well, I know now that I should have never sold that car. They're rare, and they're even rarer now than they were in the day, eh? And there wasn't many of those kicking around, those Austin Healey's. And I don't know. It, hey, you always regret things you did, eh? And because I don't have it, that's why I regret selling it, eh? But she knew what she was buying, eh? And I bet you, because I thought of this after, I says, just to look at the car. She didn't know much about this car. How come her boyfriend didn't come with her? He probably told her enough. He knew what he was looking for, okay? And he told her enough, and as soon as she seen the car, she seen that I had the ownerships, the year, boom. That was enough. The car was well worth the money they were paying, and it's probably her boyfriend that was sending her to buy the car, and then after that she came with the towing and got it. Bye bye. It would be it would be in here. My truck would be sleeping outside if I still had it. And you can go and see them on the interweb. And well, this one wasn't a show car, eh? Like it needed a home. It needed repair, eh? But everything was there, eh? Like, and the motor ran good, and didn't have no big bangs on it. I think there was just little stuff like a scratch maybe on the front fender, and there was no big dents or nothing to repair, eh? Like a good paint job, and it would have been nice looking, but bye bye. I sold it. Now you could, well, I don't know how I could say many numbers, but that's just hypothetical. Eh? It's just like you can regret a lot of things, and you can regret the past, but sometimes you think about it. Well, as I get older, eh? But now it would probably be too much of a job for me, or it would be a many-year job to undertake something. One of my friends, think of that. One of my friends has one, and he got a whole new frame for it. There's a company in the States that sell. They must have. You see, as soon as the water gets in, the floor pan is low, and it's sitting tight to the frame. And I think the plug, I had looked at that, and the floor plug is in line with the frame. So if it accumulates water and you pull the plug, the water is going to go right on the frame, and then you start to get problems, And an instant like that is where the frames go. Is my buddy. He bought another frame for his. And, well, buddy, it's a guy that I used to work for. He doesn't live too far from here. But he got that frame, I think it was 30 years ago. It's still in pieces. He took it all apart. He never put it back together. Yeah, you want me to predict what's going to happen? He's going to come the day to start putting it together, and there's some parts that he won't find. It's always the case, eh? If when you got to be organized and compartments, and even at that, you always had screws missing, pieces, rubbers. But anyways, he's got one. If he ever lives long, he's a few years older than I. He's in good health though. And I don't know if he's ever going to live long enough to put it back together. He pokes around on tractors, and one day I'm hoping to bring this camera, but he won't allow me to film when I'm there. Eh? I can only tell you about what he has. He's got a hang on. You guys have time. Hang on. I'm gonna get something here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? I ripped the page out of this. Whoa, ripped it again. Better stop ripping it or else I won't have nothing left. Why didn't I take care of this more? I should have. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Eh? Oh my God. Oh, I rip it. Ah. Okay. You guys are patient, eh? I don't know what this page was all about. Anyways, these guys remember this? The year? Well, hang on, I'll put my, specs on. 19 and 22. Le bulletin it's a date, hebdomadaire. That's every month, I think. I am hoping that that page that ripped is not. It is. Oh my God. Well, I don't know. Yeah, the page that ripped was the front page. There was there was a tractor in here. It was called an Avery, and hey, there's advertisements in here, and right here. Ma Bell, sell by, I'm translating, sell by telephone. Oh my, there's everything in here. One day I'll make a video and we'll go through this. It would be interesting, eh? But needless to say, this was an advertisement at the back, eh? And it's gone now. It's it used to be. Ay. Brantford concrete mixer. Brantford, Ontario. He says this is a patent for application for patent in any country. Oh my God! Yeah. There. Here's see this tractor right here. This is the type of tractor my friend has. It's an Avery. It's got chain driven steering, which tells you it's not too new. Okay, anyways, I stretched that. Well, another day there we'll touch upon this this old magazine. This comes from the farmhouse at my son-in-law and daughter's place. But that's a story for another day. Anyways, the car that I didn't do no work on it, I just sold it, eh? Really, you could say I made $250, but I had to go and get it. But anyways, the worst of it is I regret selling it, because if I had it, I would still have it. But it's not the only vehicle that I wish I still had. The Camaro I wish I still had, and I had a Charger I wish I still had. But I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, folks, that's it for this one. Maybe some of you have somewhat the same situation, and you would care to tell me a little bit about it, or even make a video about it on here. Not on here, but on your channel. So that's it for this one. You can leave me a thumbs up if you think I earned it. Comments are welcome. I try to give non-generic answers. And as usual, we'll see you in the next one.